So today's setup is different if you notice my mic being different. For starters, I am using a different mic currently, a more portable one. The other one I use has like a mic stand and everything for it. So if this one sounds a bit more echoey, well, I'll explain that later. But if this mic sounds a little not as condensed, it's not a condenser mic, it's one of those mics you see singers use. I think they call it dynamic. So yeah, if I need to change anything, be louder, quieter, let me know. I'll probably ask again. I nearly choked on a popcorn kernel. Not kernel, like a popcorn flake thingy. There just a second ago. Should probably clear my throat for that, but... I'll get started in a minute also. That is my usual saying, right? That's the thing Dirk Red Panda says, right? You'll also be hearing me lock the mic down from time to time, so if I'm like in a weird sounding position with it, it's probably because I'm taking the mic and picking it up, putting it down. Don't pick it onto the table like that. Anyway, you can actually thump it down again. Not hard, but you know. On the table you go. Alright, let's get started then. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda once again with Tennis Ace. Yes, I am on a binge streak with this novel, so I had 3 updates, or, well, 3 characters I need to update. Well, that is all 3 characters. You know what I mean. Yeah, so I had to play through all 3 characters' new updates. And so I started things off with Shuichi doing days 34 and 35, followed by Keisuke with a marathon of 3 days, 33, 34, and 35. And we finally conclude things from our Tennis Ace rally until the next update comes out soon after. Thanks, Basket. This last update will be day something. I think it's 32. That is a 31 if I can tell. That is a 31 indeed. We last played this in November. This has been 6.5 months since we played June's update. Kind of a similar time frame for Keisuke and... no, maybe Shuichi was. Keisuke may have been even longer, but 6 to 9 months since we played our previous updates. Volume is indeed kind of low. I'm going to turn it to max gain, if that's better. How's max gain? Like I said, this is a new setup for now. Why I am using a different mic and sound different in a different room is that I am house sitting, so alternative location. Yeah, this room may be a little more echoey. I'm trying not to invade any of the people's rooms, so I'm just doing this in the kitchen to be safe. Just best setup and best takedown. Try to keep stuff as clean, simple as possible. Yeah, much better. Okay, good. Okay, that might be too loud. I'm not sure if I should do 75 or 85. There's no, like, percentages, but I'm just approximating on the knob. So, yeah, I am putting the knob almost all the way to the top, because, yeah, dynamic mics be a little bit quieter. And also, as I house sit, I also have a doggo outside that I am doggo sitting, so watching her, making sure she don't do anything silly. But I'll probably let her in soon, so if I take a random break, that will be why. So, like I said, June. Day 32. All coming soon. Like how I rhymed there? Anyway, we'll get started in a bit, and yep, if I do anything like throw down the mic or get up and have to quickly move, house sitting has called me. Anyway, this is only one day, but according to the writer, it is going to be a long one, so this is going to be a bit of a marathon for us, supposedly. Supposedly, I say, but, you know, things can happen. Maybe there might be things we trek through faster than others. So, yeah, that is what is going on in the life of Dirk. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to begin day 32? Let's see it. Bidding June a comfortable farewell, I leave his house with a smile on my face and a new tight feeling in my chest. Oh God, did anybody see? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Did anybody see that? What? It's not day 32 yet. When I wake up, I pull up my phone quickly to check the time, realizing that it's still super early. 3 a.m. I try setting my phone down, turning around and going back to sleep, but it refuses to come. Try as much as I want, my body refuses to be willed back to sleep. Not that I blame it. I've spent too much of my time in bed lately. So much, actually. I guess my body is just as sick of it as I am. And yet, I slept so soundly yesterday. As soon as I remember that, my face grows hot in an instant. Oh man, that's not good for my heart. Getting to share that kotatsu with June felt really nice. Maybe I could sleep better if I had some more of that. Or maybe I'm like this because I slept that much yesterday. Either way, by the time I've noticed it, I already reached for my phone. If I can't make something up to go back to sleep, or make myself go back to sleep, then I'll at least look for something to distract me. Anything is better than being left alone with my thoughts. They either depress me or leave me so embarrassed that I want to scream. It's a coin flip either way. Then I refuse to do it. I don't want to deal with either of those possibilities. So I'm running away to my phone. Probably not the most productive thing I could do, but I rather shut off my mind and look at random crap than constantly think about everything and how it sucks right now. Well, most things suck right now. Ugh, no, I am not doing it again. And I am. I'm doing it again. I'm thinking about the thing that I don't want to think about because it makes my face hot. God, I hate this. Now I can't get his face out of my head. Nah. Quick. I have to find something distracting. Maybe a dumb video I could watch or something. Quick, let's all send Yuichi a video. Actually, his name is Nico in this route. Or not this route, but in my writing. Whatever. You know what I mean. It's an insert your own character name. Oh, dear God. It happened again. While I do my best to stay distracted, I fail to notice the sun coming up until it's already too late. Or too early. Nichan, you up? It's time to get up. I'm gonna prep the bath. Oh, crap! Coming. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret this. 1 hour later. Are you two all set? Your ride will be arriving soon. Yeah, we're good. Right, Nichan? Do we really need a cab? I'm fine to walk. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Besides, you can barely walk up and down the stairs at your school without help as is. Imagine if you were already tired from walking all the way to school. I'm fine. Yesterday was an adjustment, but by the time I had to leave school, I could already handle it way better. If you say so. Besides, who the hell told you that in the first place? Sayani. Oh, figures, stupid nosy rat. Sweetie, you're grumbling. You're turning into a grumpy old man. Like the hit movie. Oh, God. Yeah. Bad knee included. I didn't mean... Hey, don't look at me like that. It's just a joke. You're supposed to laugh like... something like that. Okay, maybe we skip on those kinds of jokes for now, sweetie. Sheesh. Tough crowd. Me when I do improv. I think I hear the car outside. So why don't you two go... blah, blah, blah. Sorry, kids. I just had a bit of a thought there. I think I hear the car outside, so why don't you two get going? All right. See you later, Mom. I will see you two later as well. I love you both. Love you too. Bye. You're not gonna say I love you to your mom, Nico? Nico, how could you not say I love you to your mom? I quickly adjust my bag over my shoulder and walk ahead of Aki, trying to make my way outside as quickly as I can. Making my way downtown, walking fast, hours pass, and I'm homebound. Mostly to avoid the driver waiting. Lord knows how expensive taxis can be. And Lord knows I probably should check and make sure my dog that I'm taking care of is doing okay. Okay, she's doing fine. She's just sniffing grass. Sorry, I just like completely lost sight because it's like the sun's like setting right there. I'm like, crap, I lost the dog already. Nah, she's just in the backyard. Don't worry, it's closed. I try to pretend like I don't notice Aki shadowing me as if he were just waiting to catch me when I inevitably fall. At the very least, since Aki is also being taken to his school in the same car, I can tell myself that this is good for his safety. If I don't think about it being something done solely because of me, it gets just a tiny bit easier to swallow. And just like yesterday, I got out of the car to the sight of Shoichi and Saya hovering right outside the school gates and waiting for me. I pretended not to be bothered by the constant hovering while Shuichi helped me up the stairs, continuing to make small talk along the way. It was only when the two insisted on me It was only when the two insisted on walking me to my seat in class that I was putting my foot down and telling them to head onto their own classrooms. Yeah, like a real adult. Hello to everybody who said hi to me in the chat. Oh, I'm gonna let the doggo in. Doggo time. Sheesh, tough luck. If it was only... Oh, I read that part, and I botched it. Good going, Dirk. Anyway, it was only when the two insisted on walking me to my seat in class that I put my foot down and told them to head onto their own classrooms. Partly because I didn't want the constant help, and partly because I felt like I needed a second to compose myself. I spent a good 2 minutes standing just outside the door after they left, psyching myself up to go in, and attracting a little more attention than I would have liked in the process, before I finally found the courage to open the door and head back inside. Only to realize that that person I was expecting to see hadn't arrived yet. I don't know what bothered me more. How disappointing it was to go through all that only to find that June hasn't arrived yet, or realizing just how relieved I am because of it. When I closed my eyes, I could still remember yesterday. I could still remember how I was playing through the Keisuke update. I could still remember how warm June was while we cuddled under the kotatsu. I can still remember how soft and how fluffy his fur was. I can still remember the feeling of his breath against the underside of my chin. More importantly, I feel even more embarrassed now at remembering it than I was actually living through. More importantly, I feel even more embarrassed now remembering it than I was actually living through it yesterday. I really need to sit down right now and to not close my eyes again for as long as possible. Among all the things I'd been pretending not to notice or not to care about today, I also add my classmates' stares and whispers to the list. A few of them, mostly the ones I talk to the most, get up once they see me sit down and try talking to me. Asking how I'm doing, offering help, making small talk. God, I hate small talk. I smile politely through it all, thanking them for the concern and while hoping they'll get the hint soon. Thankfully, most of them do, and I soon can go back to just tuning out the noise while keeping myself busy. Yep, gotta keep myself busy. I'll just go through my notes. I copied most of the notes my classmates let me borrow from when I was in the hospital. Yep, just keep going through the notes. It's good to review stuff when I can. We'll take the time to copy what's left to do since I already got here 15 minutes before class and everything. Cool, okay. This is good. Gotta stay on top of my studies. Shuichi always says that to me. He's probably right to say it, even if it's a pain in the ass to hear it for the 11th billionth time. Yep. Get more. Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! A voice calls out from behind me while I am focusing on my notes, causing me to scream and bang my knee on the underside of my table in the process, making me scream even louder. When I look back, chest hurting from the sudden surprise and barely able to catch my breath, I see a tiger with his tail standing fully at attention behind him, staring at me bug-eyed and heaving even more than I am. June? You scared me! Okay, I scared you? You don't sneak up on a person like that! I didn't need to sneak up on you. I just walked up to you and tried to say hi. June looks away, hugging his arms close to his body while his tail lashes behind him. When I let my eyes follow his gaze, I finally noticed that the noise of my classmates chatting that I'd been tuning out this whole time had completely stopped. Of course, people would stare at me if I suddenly screamed like that. Sorry. I got scared. I make a quick apology, hoping everyone will get back to their prior conversations and stop staring at us. God, this hurts. God, and I'm not just talking about my knee. Go? That's not a good way to start a day. Sorry. God, I was so keyed up about talking to him for the first time today. I tried so hard to distract myself so I didn't get all in my head and end up acting awkward or weird or anything. I'm pretty sure that this is worse. Much, much worse. I could have given my boyfriend a heart attack. That's not a fun realization to have. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Of course I'm okay. You just scared me.
Are you sure?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Why wouldn't I be?
No reason. June sets his bag on his desk, sighing loudly and taking a deep breath. When I'm about to ask him again if he's okay, he quickly opens up into a smile, looking me right in the eye.
Good morning.
Oh dear God. Does F3 do that? Okay. I don't know why all these different things keep doing different things. Oh my God, all the buttons do different things. My happy face does this. My neutral doesn't do anything. I don't know what is going on. I apologize for the madness. If that happens, I am apologizing. Oh, there are no more buttons I can use on here. Maybe F10 and F12. Anyway.
Good morning. That's what I was trying to say before you screamed, by the way. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Sorry about that again.
It's alright.
Just like that, June is back to his regular, energetic self. I don't know whether to be impressed or suspicious. But then again, I really shouldn't be putting everything he does under a microscope. Okay, that's not fair to either one of us. I'll just hope that he's being honest with me from now on. Why am I so wish-washy about everything?
Are you okay? You're zoning out again. That's twice in a couple of minutes.
Sorry. I was just thinking about some stuff.
Real big problem. Right, yeah, real big problem, that stuff. We don't want to be caught unprepared when it comes to your stuff. Stuff is a very big deal.
Please don't snark me. It's way too early in the morning for snark.
It's never too early in the morning for snark.
Man, getting used to your actual personality is gonna take a while. Me, when I got to know Basket more.
Sorry. I can stop if you really want me to.
It's fine. Just give me a bit of time. So, this is what you're actually like, huh?
I think so.
Uh-oh. You think so? June takes a deep, slow breath, leaning forward on his chair and looking me in the eye. He stays silent for a few seconds, as if he were searching for... What the heck is he searching for? What is he looking for? I'm looking for my keys, but what is he searching for? Something before finally responding in a hushed tone.
I've been pretending, for a while. It's hard to know where the mask ends and where I begin. For what it's worth, I am speaking my mind. Or at least I'm not keeping my jokes to myself as much. You know, that's what the point of the mask is. I mean, does that count?
I think so?
Now you're just repeating what I said.
True, but in my defense, I have no idea what else to say. It counts for something, at least.
I did mean what I said, you know. I don't want to lie to you. It's only a matter of, figuring out what is actual truth and what is just a bad joke that I shouldn't say out loud.
Is that all that you've been keeping to yourself this whole time? Bad jokes? That's it?
Well, there's that. There's that and, the whole acting cute thing.
Right.
Once again, I'm really sorry. I really want this to work.
Girl, stop apologizing so much.
Okay.
This feels pretty normal. Granted, I'm still getting used to June 2.0 here, but maybe I was freaked out over nothing. Although I really do think I need to ask and make sure I didn't hallucinate the last 2 days. Okay, just to be clear, when you say you really want this to work, and that you want this to work, June looks around, leaning forward once again and whispering to me.
Us? Together?
Right. Yeah, I figured. Oh boy, why is my face getting so hot all of a sudden? What else was I expecting him to say? I already know the answer here. Yeah. Fuck. Come on, don't get all dopey and smiley like some kind of dope.
Nico-san? No fair. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not. Crap. I need to cover my face. I don't want people to see me like this.
Yeah, no fair.
June lays his forehead down on his desk, covering his face up with his arms. I won't lie. I get the temptation. I want to bury my face as well, but that would be like admitting defeat. I think. I really don't know what I'm doing here. And you, did you, did you sleep well?
Yeah. I slept okay.
Good. I wish I had a drink with me. I need to make myself a drink. But first I need to turn the lights on because it's almost sunset. There we go. Now I can see. I'll take something. I'll make myself a drink during the break. And I'll make 2 drinks during the break. Oh my god, this is so awkward. Someone, anyone, please send help.
Weren't you writing some stuff down before I interrupted you?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I was. I take out the out that June has given me and quickly try distracting myself from this awkward feeling by getting back to my notes. Oh, thank God. However, my pace is really slow. I keep sneaking glances at the tiger sitting on the desk next to me, trying to piece together what he's thinking from the look on his face. That damn smile. June would usually be talking to some of our classmates whenever he and I aren't talking to each other. But now, he seems to just be twiddling his thumbs while looking straight down at his desk. Yeah, this is torture! Why can't I think of something to say? I know we can't quite talk about it openly with so many people around, but come on! I need to talk about this. I'm afraid I'll go crazy if I don't talk about this. This isn't the elephant in the room. This is the whole damn parade. His father took him into the city to see a marching band. No way, his mother. At this point. Okay, why does this have to feel so much more awkward than the day after? Or why does this feel so much awkward the day after? I went to sleep feeling so good about everything.
Nico-san?
Yeah? Happy me? Before June has even finished calling my name, I'm already looking right at him, hoping to whatever gods are up in the sky that he has something to say that he will help him break the atmosphere around us. Or the awkward atmosphere. I feel so awkward right now. And what do these numbers mean? Numbers, how do they work? 178. What do they all mean?
You stopped writing.
Ah! Ah, the embarrassment! And a few hours later... Alright. I'm gonna quickly make myself a drink. Let's take a quick little break then. And I'm back. But my mic wire is a bit all over the place. There we go. Yeah, took me a little while to find the water and let the dog go out again. Dog's been in and out, just she's chilling. All right then, let's get back to it. Y'all ready? Oh crap, I lost the VN. There it is. Found it. Alright, y'all ready? Let's get going. By the time the bell rings to signal the start of the lunch break, I'm lost in my thoughts, a million miles away from our lesson. I am absolutely just zooming mentally. I'm just going all over the place. Zip. It isn't until some of my classmates start getting up and out of their seats that I even notice that something has happened. Oh man, I really didn't catch any of that. I turn to June, laughing awkwardly and joking about my lack of attention, only to find the tiger flicking through his notebook with a frown. What's up with that? Okay, why are you all scrunchy?
I'm trying to make sense of some of my notes, but I can't understand what I wrote.
Yeah. Your penmanship could use some work.
You haven't even looked at the notes in question. You can at least pretend that you're surprised before you see them.
Sorry, but I've seen enough of them when I tutored you before. Your penmanship is garbage. I mean, your penmanship is pretty bad.
Ugh.
Still, this is a first. I've never seen you care about your notes like this before.
I do want to pass after all. I can't have people dragging me just so I can get a bare minimum passing grade.
Fair point. Do you need help?
Didn't you hear what I just said? The point is not to need help.
And yet, here we are.
Ugh. Come on. Can I take a quick look at Ayako-san's notes real quick so I can make sense of this part?
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Thanks.
Huh. This really is a first. I usually would have to basically force June to sit down and study. I did notice yesterday that he seemed to be focusing on his classwork a little more. I even caught him taking notes way more than usual, though I think too much about it at the time. Though I didn't think too much about it at the time. The opposite. Is there a chance that this isn't just a fluke? Is this real? Did I just get hit by a car and then wake up in a parallel universe that is only slightly different from my own? Oh no, am I currently living in the world's lamest isekai? Oh no! Fun thing, I actually just saw everything, everywhere, all the time. So now I'm like super meta and everything. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. The parallel universe joke just hit me harder now.
Oh, I see what it's supposed to say now.
June quickly scribbles something down on his notebook. Some kind of chicken scratch addendum on the margins of the page to clarify what he wrote. I didn't want to say that writing in even smaller letters using his already established terrible penmanship is a bad idea, but...
Okay, all good. Thank you for the help.
No problem. June passes me back the notebook the class rep had lent me, and I try my best to smile and act like I wasn't judging his choices just now. Baby steps, I guess, but you don't become good at studying overnight. Oh, there's the whole gang in summer dress. Summer attire, whatever I mean. Anyway, while we're trading a few words between ourselves, I notice Shuichi, Saya, and Keisuke arriving from the corner of my eye, trading a few greetings while they start pulling desks together. How are you doing today, Nico-san? Oh, I'm fine. I feel a lot better now that I'm back at school. I was going crazy without anything to do before. Yes, well, I'm sure it must be good to be able to settle back into a rhythm. You have no idea. Nico's getting his strength back much faster than I expected to. We had some trouble yesterday getting him up and down the stairs, but today was much easier. He barely needed any help. Oh yeah, I noticed that too. He didn't even get winded today. I do go up and down the stairs a few times a day when I'm home. It's good practice. You should be resting. Okay, resting is boring. Rest is literally what the doctor ordered. He also told me to slowly start introducing a few exercises to gain back my strength. Which, mind you, are working. You said it yourself. I barely needed any help getting up the stairs today. And by the time I go home today, I won't need any help going down either. You can't just decide to. That's alright, Keisuke. Let him. If he thinks he can handle it, then let him do whatever he wants. What?
Keisuke-san, it really is fine.
What is going on here? Okay, I'm asking myself the same thing. I noticed Jun and Shoichi sharing glances just like they did yesterday. Something definitely feels a little fishy. For one thing, they are being way too accommodating. Is this really the same Shuichi who fought me because of a remote just a few days ago? If you both think that's for the best, then I guess I won't say anything. Just be careful, okay? Don't overdo it and end up hurting yourself. It's fine. I will obviously stop if I feel pain or discomfort. I'm not a moron. Besides, I hate lying around all day. I had enough of that at the hospital. I get restless. Not surprising. You're used to being very active. You must be crawling up the walls, not being able to follow your regular routine. I can deal with it. It's not that hard to stay distracted. If you say so. Come on, don't be like that, Keisuke. You're going to make Nico self-conscious. We're all trying to stay positive here. Right, Nico? Right. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, if you're so worried, you could let Nico-san borrow one of your consoles. Actually, you could let him borrow your whole mansion while you're at it. You have all the latest systems. including ones with lots of exclusive games that Nico-san can't play. That could help him stay distracted when he's home.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Nico-san isn't usually the game borrowing type, so I don't blame you for not thinking of it.
You guys really need to not worry about me that much. I'm perfectly capable of entertaining myself.
Come on, Nico-san. It's not a big deal. It's just games.
Despite Jun's somewhat easygoing tone, I can more or less extrapolate his actual intent behind some of the... Jeez, what am I saying? Despite Jun's somewhat easygoing tone, I can more or less extrapolate his actual intent based on some of the things he's told me over the past few days. Let people help you, you ding-dong. I mean...
Let people help you, you ding-dong.
Or at least that's the gist of it. The ding-dong part might not be as quite accurate. Alright. Why don't you recommend me something you like, Jun? You play lots of RPGs, right? Those are good time sinks.
Oh, I can think of a few.
Okay, maybe we leave this part of the conversation for later. Some of us would like to actually talk instead of listening to a monologue for the entirety of our lunch break.
How phooey.
Despite Saya's quick interjection to deflate Jude's nerd boner before it can properly get along, the mood on the table seems to be overall good. Even better than yesterday, it seems. Even with all that's happened over the past few weeks, I feel a sense of normalcy again. It's nice. By the way, Saya-chan, there's something I just remembered. I was supposed to ask yesterday, but... I kinda forgot. Yeah? Well, I did just up and quit the tennis club yesterday, right? I forgot to ask. What happens now? I mean, my quitting is pretty set in stone, but you're gonna need someone to take over my position, aren't you? Oh. We don't need to talk about that right now. Okay, come on, you guys. There's no reason to keep acting all weird about it. It's something that happened. We all have to deal with it. You don't need to be so awkward about it. I wouldn't bring it up if it were a problem. That's easy for... I'm sorry. Are you really about to say that's easy for you to say? Crap, I didn't mean. Relax. I'm poking fun at you. You don't need to get so tense. Sorry. Seriously, you guys, I'm trying to stay optimistic. Keep myself occupied and find other things I can do. But that doesn't mean it isn't an adjustment. I've got my hands full managing my own shit right now. Please don't make me responsible for managing your feelings on the matter as well. Oh, that's a really good point. I didn't realize we were doing that. You don't need to be so awkward all the time. Life goes on, yada yada. Just play ball with me and talk to me like normal.
Play ball with me? Oh, that's an unfortunate choice of words.
Yeah. You're right. My bad.
Oh no! Shukun, don't laugh at that! That's awful!
oh, I'm sorry. It's so out of nowhere. I am stumped. I don't know what to say. I can tell. The look on your face is indescribable. I will admit it. We have been trying to steer conversation away from anything relating to, you know. No shit. It was all, what the heck am I saying? No shit. It was only incredibly obvious. I appreciate it, but if I want to get my life back to normal, I can't keep acting like such a big part of it is some kind of landmine. Especially when it's still such a big part of your guys' lives. I want to be able to talk normally about it. That's, completely fair. You're right, Nico-san. June places a hand on my back, smiling wryly at me in an attempt to show support. Well, if you really want to know, Keikun and I have been talking about what we'd need to do when. The point is, since Keikun is going to be captain next year, we decided to make him the new vice captain. Yeah. Nice. That was a good choice. Actually, now that I think about it, it was the only choice. Most of the other team members are even less involved than I am. And Keikun's the only other guy in the club that can play at a somewhat high level. Yeah, that was the thought process behind it. I'm glad you agree. Well, I'm glad that it's settled. At least it's one less thing for me to worry about. You're taking this a lot better than I thought you would. I'm not made of glass, you know. Yeah, it fucking stings, but what else am I supposed to do? It's not like I have any kind of choice. Besides, I'd be lying if I said I had any real attachment to the little title of vice captain in the first place. I'm so sad. Let me play the world's smallest violin about not being vice captain anymore. God, I spent a long time preparing myself for the hard, awkward conversation. I don't know how to deal with nonchalant Nico-kun. Sorry, I'm taking things too well. I can try to fake cry if that would make you feel better. Please don't. Aww. And here I thought I might start preparing for when I pursue a career in acting. So not funny. Who knows, you could turn into Julio Iglesias and go from being a soccer player to a singer. Similar incident where he got into a car accident, got injured, could no longer play soccer. Then he went on to Eurovision in 1970 and became a star. Well, not sure if that's how he directly got big, but you know. He got big somehow. Shu-chan! Sorry. Sorry. This is good. If I can convince them to stop worrying and fussing over me so much, I'll feel a lot better. Having everyone on top of me all the time and treating me like I might break at a moment's notice is suffocating, and I hate it. The sooner everyone acts normal, or starts to, the better. So, Mr. Vice Captain, how do you feel about your sudden promotion? Me? Why are you? You're not secretly celebrating your newfound chance to prove yourself, are you? Because that would be quite a devious thing. I would never. That would be... Come on, Nico. Give Keisuke a break. I don't think he's at a place where he can joke about this kind of thing yet. Thanks, Shuichi-san. Somehow implying that you are? Shush. Whew. You are the last person I could imagine coming to Keikun's rescue, Shuichi. Okay, I'm not that bad.
No. Nico-san's got a point.
Okay, whose side are you on?
Nico-san's.
Figures. Now that you mention it, I guess that's true. You two have gotten a bit chummier lately. Oh boy, I think they are getting together. I want to see them get together. This would be such an awesome relationship. Shuichi x Keisuke? Sheesh. We're just getting along better. It's not a big deal. It just serves to further support my alternate universe theory. Quick, Nico, do something weird! The what? Come on, tell me that doesn't make sense. I get hit by a car, a classic trope, and when I get out of the hospital, everything is just slightly different than it was. Maybe I got transported to an alternate universe. Like an isekai manga. Dude.
That would be the lamest isekai ever.
Hey, that's what I thought too. I know you're the one who went through it, so we have no right to tell you what you of all people can or can't joke about. But that's some dark humor right there, man. Come on, it's funny. Admit it. We're not some kind of Mandela effect. That would be ridiculous. And that's what it's called. I couldn't remember the name for it. You're unbelievable. Come on, it's not that bad. If I can find it funny, then why can't you guys?
It's okay, Nico-san. At least you tried.
I thought you were about to tell me my joke was funny.
No. I did promise that I'd be more honest from now on.
My heart! Ah! Get him, Jun-kun. Oh, sure, now you laugh. Damn straight. Unlike us, ayy.
By the way, Nico-san, you know that song I was playing yesterday? You know, the one in the alternate universe where you're dating Keisuke instead of me, and it was all crappy sheet music that you couldn't read? Oh. Nothing, I mean, I found a violin accompaniment for it online. I could play it on my phone alongside my piano. Would you like to hear that sometime later?
Huh? Oh yeah, that would sound great. Despite that somewhat tense atmosphere always hanging around on the back of our minds, little by little, I can start to see things going back to normal. Or at least as normal as they can be. They might complain about the dark humor, but my jokes seem to be easing the mood a little. And hey, if a few dark jokes are all it takes to steer this ship back to port, that's a small price to pay. Help, I'm drowning. The one thing I do notice is just how perceptive June actually is underneath that dorky attitude he has most of the time. Whenever I start feeling uneasy or begin to space out due to bad thoughts, he stealthily rubs my back or brushes his tail against mine underneath the desk. That, or he redirects the conversation to a different subject entirely. Am I having my emotions managed now? Is this really what my life has come to now? I guess it's not terrible, but I never imagined June would be the one doing it. He really is dashing all my perceptions. He really is dashing all my preconceptions about him one by one, huh? I guess I did sign up for it, didn't I? I enrolled in the School of June. I'm finding out a lot of things about June that I didn't know, or that I thought I knew but were actually wrong. Is this what dating is like? Ah, now my face is getting all hot again. Ah! The sudden feeling of having my cheek poked over and over causes me to wake up from my daydreaming. I thought something would change. Nothing changed. I've tried to move over the chat a little bit, just so I could see the time. Good enough. Perfect. But the sudden feeling of having my cheek poked over and over causes me to wake up from my daydreaming, not specified which cheek. I shake my head as if I were trying to get rid of drowsiness before looking at the chubby tiger standing up and looming right next to me. Do you need something?
You know class is over, right?
I quickly take a look around, realizing that most of the chairs are now empty. The few students still hanging out are those known to not be part of any clubs, or even they seem to be on their way home. What am I saying? I think the water screwed with me. The few students still hanging around are those known to not be part of any clubs, and even now they seem to be on their way now. When did that happen?
About 10 minutes ago. I was standing here and waiting for you to notice me, but you kept staring into space.
Okay, are you kidding me? Come on, let me know sooner! Don't just stare next time. Do something!
I did. I poked you until you snapped out of it.
Sooner? Do something sooner?
Excuse me, but I don't recall it being my job to keep track of whatever or whether or not you're paying attention to class.
Ugh! I'm still not used to him saying stuff like that. He's adorkable. Sorry.
It's cool.
It's scary just how quickly June can change tracks. To go from staring at me so coldly just 5 seconds ago to flashing to a gentle, innocent smile, complete with his tail slowly swishing back and forth behind him. For maybe the first time in my life, I feel like I'm no match for him. Are you heading home now that I'm back in reality?
That depends.
Depends? Depends on what?
And whether you want to spend some time together.
Duh.
Why do you think I stayed and waited this whole time for you to say something?
Aww. How cute. Oh. Really? You want to hang out again? Even though we spent all of yesterday together?
Well, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I? We are, isn't it natural for me to want to spend time together? Or do you dislike the idea of it that much?
No, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I was just surprised. I thought you'd need to spend time practicing today since you didn't get much done recently.
I'm fine on that front. I still have time until my next competition, and my set list is already decided. I'm not worried. I'd rather spend time together when we can.
Yeah, you're right. I feel the same way. Damn it. Even though he said he wouldn't put on an act to make him find him cute anymore, he's still really cute sometimes. Just gotta squeeze those cheeks. But which cheeks? Stupid shy cat with his stupid blushy face and his stupid stuttery voice. Gah!
Nico-san? You might want to keep trying to keep that stuff to yourself next time. Just a thought.
What? Wait, did I say something out loud?
Not that out loud, but, yeah.
Kill me.
It's okay. I'm glad you still found me cute. I promise that wasn't on purpose, though.
No, seriously. End me right now. Just put me out of my misery.
You better not be thinking of anything bad.
I'm not. I swear I'm not. I think. Does asking for someone to kill me count as being bad? I get up from my chair, grabbing my crutches and the rest of my stuff, using that opportunity to hide my embarrassment. So, you want to hang out, right?
If that's okay with you.
Did you have anything in mind?
Nope. I don't really care what we do. I just want to spend time together.
Completely improv, huh? Well, if it's up to me, then... Do you mind coming with me? I already had some idea of how I wanted to spend my time after class. Hold on. We got one down. If you're okay with those plans, then.
Of course!
Okay, that was easy at least. Okay, I'm gonna quickly let the dog in. It's getting dark out, and I don't want her to be outside, because that would be kind of sad for her to be outside.
Quick break, we'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. I'm not gonna be too long. Or why did I say I'm not gonna be too long? I looked at the dog and was like, I'm not gonna be too long. Some stream, but yeah. Didn't take as long as I expected, so that's good. Oh, no, girl. You gotta stay inside. She's starting to bark at me to go outside. No, no, girl. Hold on. I stand corrected. That took me a little longer than I expected. So yeah, let's get started in a bit then. I'm just gonna leave her outside for now. So, I mean, she's chill with it. She kind of wanted me to go take her outside, so yeah. As long as she's inside before bedtime. Don't want to leave her outside all night to be very mean. Anyway, let's continue then. The mic goes down. You can kind of hear me in the distance. There we go. This is the downside of not having like a mic stand. You have to hold everything. But we continue on. Let's do this. June and I walk together. Unlike everyone else who walks either right behind me or right in front of me as if they're expecting to need to catch me at any moment, June walks side by side with me. Which is also pretty easy when not only there are very few people in the hallways, but the ones who still are around press themselves up against the walls the moment they notice me, like the Red Sea opening the passage. I can't tell whether to be glad or annoyed by the special treatment. At least Shuichi and Saya seem true to their word. I didn't see a single sign of them waiting around to help me up or down the stairs. Thankfully, climbing to the roof on my own took a little time, but it wasn't difficult.
The roof? Your plan today was to go the roof?
Yeah. I have to admit, the disappointment in June's face is kind of funny. I want to lie down and relax for a bit.
You spent most of the day spacing out and ignoring class. How much more relaxed can you get?
You don't need to put it like that. It might sound silly, but I haven't come here in a while. I've always liked hanging out here. There's rarely ever anyone else around. The view's really nice. It's a great spot for cloud gazing. There's almost always a comfortable breeze. It's a great place to nap. But despite that, I guess it's a little part of me that felt like, how do I put it? Like, if I could come here and relax like I always used to do, maybe it'd feel like things are finally back to normal. June's eyes go wide, and the tiger makes some kind of high-pitched, throaty sound that I can't quite describe in words. He immediately looks down at his own feet, his ears twitching as he crosses his arms, rubbing his elbow.
Now I feel bad for saying that.
It's okay. It's not like you knew my reason. Ah! Ah! Suddenly, I'm enveloped by a mass of fluff and fur as June wraps his arms around my neck and buries his face on my shoulder. June!
Sorry. I said something mean without thinking.
Come on, it wasn't that bad. It was a pretty normal reaction.
Still.
Despite me trying to reassure him, June's grip around me only grows tighter. June. The tiger looks up at me for a second, giving me clear view of his hazelnut eyes and his reddened cheeks. At that moment, I stopped trying to reassure him entirely. All the words escaped me just like that. After holding my gaze for a few seconds, June pushes his face down against my shoulder once again, this time a little more forcefully. A few slight twinge for the briefest moment, but the thought of telling him that doesn't even cross my mind. Instead, I gingerly wrap an arm around the tiger and gently rub his back while keeping the other one securely on my crutches to avoid both of us from tumbling down to the floor. Not tumbling down to the floor is pretty high my list of priorities. June rubs the tip of his nose against me and nuzzles my shoulder in silence, his tail swishing back and forth leisurely behind him. It's kind of fun to watch it swishing like that.
Sorry. I didn't ask for permission.
Kinda. I didn't ask for permission before trying to kiss you the other day. I figure that makes us both equal.
Well, that's true.
He's so warm. I thought that to myself the last time we hugged, but June really is warm. And I don't mean just his body.
Your heart is going crazy. I can hear it.
Yeah. It really is.
Is it bad that that makes me happy?
Yes, it's terrible. You should be ashamed.
Too bad. I'm not.
You're unbelievable.
I know.
June pulls away from me, looking down at the ground with an adorably red face and a coy smile. All hugged out?
I could do with some more, but you came here to lie down and relax. There's no point if we are standing around.
I don't know. I think this might count as relaxing.
No. I don't want you to change your plans because of me. I want you to do what you came here to do.
Well, there's just one thing.
Huh? A thing? What thing?
I might have not thought things through. I mean, how am I going to lie down on the floor? It's a bit difficult to do that without bending my knee, especially when I'm on crutches.
Oh!
Yeah. Let it never be said that I am a smart man. Sometimes I really am not a smart man.
I'll help you. It's no big deal.
Not to be rude, but I don't think you can.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not that weak.
Okay, settle down. There's no need to make a fuss over it.
I mean it. Come on, don't look down on me.
With a little bit of help from June, not to mention a lot of time, I'm able to lie on the floor at my usual spot, using my bag as a makeshift pillow and June's leg under my knee to keep it in a comfortable position. June, on the other hand, refuses to fully lie down, instead merely sitting up next to me. Are you sure you're cool with this? You can take your bag and lie down too.
It's fine. I don't want to lie down.
You sure? It can be really relaxing. There's a really nice breeze. And you can...
Yeah, look up at the clouds. I know.
We stay silent for a little while. Instead, I do as I always do and watch the clouds going by quietly. I don't care about trying to figure out what shapes they are or check how fast they're moving. I just watch them drift. I'm good with that, focusing on the clouds as they drift. It's oddly soothing.
You know. This kind of reminds me of something.
Yeah. What's that?
I'm pretty sure this is exactly where I was sitting when I confessed to you the first time.
Oh.
It's okay. You don't need to feel awkward about it.
Have I already mentioned that I'm sorry about the way I reacted last night? Because I really am sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I caught you completely by surprise and you weren't ready for it. I was feeling under the weather and I jumped the gun because I wasn't thinking straight. Besides, if anything, the problem we had that night wasn't your reaction. It was your lack of a reaction.
Oh, so that's what we're doing now. We're picking apart what happened that night.
Just being accurate, that's all. You know, cross my I's and dot my T's.
Pretty sure it's the other way around.
Oh yeah.
You messed up the saying on purpose, didn't you?
Did I?
I've got to hand it to him. He's a lot wittier than he looks. You wouldn't be able to guess from just looking at him that he's that sharp. Granted, he's still an idiot, but he's a sharp idiot. He's my idiot.
But, you know, all in all, I'm not too broken up about it.
About what? The confession?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was tough to go through it, but I can't complain too much. In the end, it did end up bringing me closer to you.
All's well that ends well?
Something like that.
Well, I'm not too broken up about that in specific. Not to say that I'm not broken up. Just in a slightly different way. A bit more south, really. Around the knee region.
Yikes. That joke wouldn't be funny even if it wasn't too soon. Come on, the others are right about it being too dark.
I seem to recall you backing me up earlier today.
Come on, that's different. I've been through something similar. I know we sometimes do or say weird things to cope. I know you're trying to find something about your situation to poke fun at, but don't force yourself too much. There's no point in trying to put everyone else at ease if it comes at the cost of hurting yourself.
Sheesh, you really saw right through me to that extent?
I told you. I've been around the block once or twice.
I suppose. I still can't get over how different you talk, though. That might be the hardest thing to adjust to for me.
Oh, shut up. You don't sound that different.
The sound of June's laughter is a lot nicer than I thought it'd be. It's weird. When I first noticed how he seemed to have figured out my bluffs, I was anxious about it. But does knowing more about what he's been through really make me that much more at ease with it? I didn't think I'd be able to joke about putting on airs for the others with anyone. Not this easily, at least. It's nice to feel understood. And it's nice to not feel judged. Was it bad?
Yeah. What was bad?
You know, adjusting after you found out about... Actually, never mind. You tried to... of course it was bad. That was a stupid question. I'm really sorry. I forgot I was asked. Shh.
Settle down.
I try sitting up so I can apologize for being insensitive, but June places a hand on my chest and gently nudges me down.
I know you don't mean anything by it. And I did tell you I'd be honest with you from now on. I don't mind talking about it with you. But to answer your question, yeah, it was hard. But your situation is really different from mine. I was still a little kid, and I got shipped out to a boarding school soon after because my parents thought it would be best for me to have 24/7 care. Even if it meant being separated from my friends and family. Besides, it's a lot harder to make a kid understand why he can no longer see his friends, or play sports, or hug his mom when he's scared because she's just too far away. Not to say that I think your situation's any easier than mine was. Please don't take it that way. I'm just saying that it's different.
Yeah, I get that. I guess you're right. June moves his head up to my forehead, gently stroking it and running his fingers through my fur. If this were anyone else, I'd tell them to cut it out if this were anyone else, I'd tell them to cut it out or I'd push their hand away. But right now, I don't feel like I have that fight in me. Besides, if there's anyone I feel comfortable being touched by right now, it's him.
Of course, that doesn't mean I don't know what you're going through. Our situations are pretty different. But I know what it's like not being able to do what you love. I know what it's like being annoyed that everyone around you suddenly starts treating you different. I know what it's like to lie about how you're feeling because telling the truth is just too exhausting. I don't want you to feel like you have to lie about how you're doing. Not to me, at least. So I won't push. I won't hover over you all the time or treat you like I think you're going to break down at any moment. If you feel like you're going to break down, or if you feel like you need someone to keep you company, I'll trust that you'll tell me. And I'll be there for you when you need me. But I won't hover. You're not some little kid. I know you can take care of yourself. You know what you need better than anyone else. Okay?
I need a sip. The tears are gonna start coming out. I don't even know what's gonna happen, and they're gonna come out.
Nico-kun?
No, I mean... Yeah, of course. Of course. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what I've been thinking this whole time. June really did catch on to how I was feeling about this whole thing. No wonder he's been giving me space lately. A tightness forms in my chest as a newfound sense of appreciation for this sweet, silly tiger begins to stir inside. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel a tension I didn't even know I had around the back of my neck, and my shoulders begin to ease up ever so slightly. June and I continue to sit and relax, quietly enjoying each other's company. Little by little, I can tell that we are becoming closer. When it finally became time for me to go home, I called a taxi to pick me up by the school gates. June stuck around and waited with me the entire time, and I appreciated his company. In fact, even though I know I'll see him tomorrow, a little part of me felt sad to be leaving. But I know Mom would worry if I stayed out too late, especially now that I have no reason to still be at school after class. Okay, I'm home. I announced my presence as soon as I arrived, quickly dropping my bag by the couch and taking a seat. I might not spend that much time on my feet, but these crutches are for sure wrecking my hands. Having to put so much weight on them is making my hands feel really stiff and sore. Writing during class has been a bother now because of it. Hopefully, I'll adjust soon and they'll stop hurting. Or maybe I'll be able to walk normally again even. I can dream. I guess Mom might be in her room. If she were downstairs, she'd have responded by now. I could go up to my room and get changed, but I know I was the one that told Shuichi and Saya I wouldn't need help with the stairs after class. But maybe I should have accounted for going up a roof before I said that. My hands are sore. My good foot hurts. My shoulders are stiff. I'm wiped. I think I'll just lie down for a bit and get some rest. Thank God we have a comfortable couch. Maybe I'll take a look at my notes later. I have to catch up on the stuff I missed while I was away. And maybe I could swing by the tennis club tomorrow to see how they're handling the transition. There's another pause. God, I hate this. My body is tired, but I have done so much nothing the past few weeks that my mind can't rest. I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm constantly trying to distract myself because of it. I thought things would be better now since I was able to relax so well this afternoon without thinking of anything. What the hell? Why can't I do it again? Ah, come on. A way to relax. Maybe some breathing exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. This was supposed to be a breathing exercise. When did it turn into counting? God, whatever. Either way works. Just relax. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Thank God. The sound of someone knocking on our front door echoes. Technically not. Unannounced. And I immediately celebrate the appearance of an unexpected distraction. A new guest appears. Almost. 1 second. Shuichi? I quickly unlock and open the door, checking to see who it was that had shown up just now. I am greeted by the sight of my childhood friend standing at my front door, still in his school uniform. Shoichi? Hey. What are you doing here? I tried calling, but you didn't pick up your phone. I just wanted to, check up on you and talk about something. You know, vis-a-vis. Am I saying that right? I've never heard that phrase before. What? In person. It means I wanted to check on you in person. Okay, that's a weird way to say it. It's French. Keisuke taught it to me. It's probably vis-a-vis. Oh, I think I've heard that before. I forgot, if it's French, all S's are dead to me. Yeah, vis-a-vis. Just like when you hear the word c'est la vie, like with life, kind of, is that phrase? Because I know from one of the winning Eurovision songs way back in the day, c'est la vie est cadeau is if life were a gift. Anyway, Keisuke taught it to me. Why is K-kun teaching you French? Are you getting lessons from him now? What? No. He used it in a sentence and I asked him what it meant. Why would I ever take French lessons? Don't be obtuse. How am I being obtuse? I'm less than 90 degrees. I mean, you're the one who said he taught you French. I'll ask again. Why are you here? I was on my way home and decided to take a quick detour to check if you were already home. See if everything was alright. We just saw each other a few hours ago at lunchtime. You know how I'm doing. I guess. Shuichi does the fakest, most awkward laugh I've ever heard while rubbing the back of his neck. Even to this day, he doesn't know how much of a dead giveaway it is when he does that. Do you want to come in? Oh, wow. Okay. Now come inside. Don't act so happy about it. Sarcasm isn't helping you any, mister. I let Shuichi step inside, waiting for him to take off his shoes and leave them at the entrance before he follows behind me. As we're walking to the living room, I feel him place a hand on my lower back, almost like he's trying to give me support. You don't need to do that. Huh? I can walk just fine. I don't need you holding me steady. Take your hand off my back. Oh, sorry. Shoichi quickly pulls away, standing frozen for a brief second at my response, giving me enough time to put a little distance between us. It might be petty, I know why he's doing it, and I've been mostly putting up with it so far, but for some reason, it rubbed me just a little worse than usual this time. Have a seat. I plop myself down on the couch, neatly placing my crutches off to the side where they're out of the way but easily reached for when I need to get up. I've been using them so much these past few days that keeping track of where they are at all times and leaving them in places where I can get to them has become a habit. I don't know whether I like that or not. Yeah, thanks. I can tell from his face that he's probably a little tender from the way I talked to him just now, making me feel a little bit bad. But I also know that if I apologize for snapping, he'll just keep doing it. So what brings you here? I already said. I just decided to drop by to check if you're already home. I got home a few minutes before you showed up. As I'm sure you can tell, since I haven't changed or anything. I figured. Do you need help with... Shuichi. Okay, sorry. I'll shut up. I know you like to help, which is why I've been mostly biting my tongue so far. But seriously, man. Well, is there anything in particular you wanted to check up on? Not really. Like I said, I just wanted to see how you were doing. Yeah, I know. We just saw each other at lunch. I know how you're doing. You said that already. I meant other than that. I didn't help you get home like I did yesterday, so I got a bit... antsy? Yeah, something like that. I'm fine. Going up and down the stairs isn't that bad. Maybe if it were someone else, it might make more of an issue, but I have strong core muscles, and I'm on tip-top shape. Recovering is going to be as well as can be. You can stop hovering. I guess. For my sake, I better not mention how exhausted and sore I'm feeling from using the crutches so often lately. That would probably serve as an invitation for him to be even more annoying than he already is being. What did you do today? You said you only got home a few minutes ago, so you must have stayed late at school? I hung out with June. No need to mention the roof. He'd probably blow a gasket if he knew. What? Wait, what? You went to the roof on your own? What if something bad happened? And blah, blah, blah. You two have been getting pretty close lately, huh? What? I guess. What makes you say that? I can more or less tell. You two have been acting chummier lately. Just like what we said to you! So do you and him. And you and Keisuke, for that matter. Let's have a 4-way orgy. This is why did I go to orgy? God damn it, Dirk, you're an idiot. Nah, it's polyamory. We're gonna have like a 4-person relationship, like that one, like, is it an MTV show or whatever, that one show where like the Mormon couple or the fundamentalist couple has like that one husband and like 3 wives? You know the one I'm talking about. That's... a lot happened while you went away. I guess I got closer to both of them. No kidding. You've known Keisuke for over a year, but you only now got on a first-name basis with him. Last name Urushihara, first name Keisuke. Like a spring Nico boy, I ain't nothing to play with. That's, an entirely different matter altogether. Shuichi, please don't make that face ever again. I do not like it. Stop it! Stop! Oh? Do tell. He's not gonna stop, is he? Great. This way I can get the focus of this conversation away from myself. He just happened to be there for me. That's all. Oh, you needed someone to be there for you? Thank God. Of course I did. My best friend got hit by a car. You think I was doing just fine? Well, fair enough. I guess that was a bit of a mean thing to joke about. What about you and June? Not again! Damn it! That... Oh God, what's with his face? What is with his face, chat? That's the second time he makes that face. I've never seen him make that face before. We've never seen this face before, even... Oh. Are lips even supposed to bend that way? Yes. We might have a slight disagreement when you were... you know. Okay, what kind of disagreement? Harsh kind. Okay, how harsh? That's, okay, what did you do? Shuichi! You know that meme where Garfield gets thrown out of a window? Well, imagine June in there. Look, if this involved just me, I'd be all for telling you, but I don't want to break June's confidence too, or his back, so... Oh God, no, 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 no! This is the June route, damn it! I scoot over on my seat, leaning closer until my face is just a palm away from Shuichi's, narrowing my eyes just as I stare him down. What did you 2. Oh, I thought he was like trying to come in for a kiss with us. He's like, we have a disagreement. Let's make out. I didn't know we were getting pissed at him and we're getting in close with him. What did you do? Boy, you sure are quite close to me. Okay, what did you do? Because if you hurt him, then I swear to God, I didn't. I swear I didn't. Then start talking. Is there any chance you'd reconsider? Right now, the only thing I'm considering is whether to crush your nutsack with my crutches. Now spill. Okay, I'll talk. Can you just back off? Like, way off? Good choice. Holy crap, I'm pretty sure I could go see Grandma waving at me from the other side. So, what the hell happened? What exactly does a harsh disagreement mean? I got mad. Okay. When we got to the hospital and we didn't know what happened, and he kept going on about how it was his fault, and I saw red, and I kind of pinned him against the wall. You did what? But that's all I did, honest. I mean, there may have also been some yelling, but that's all there is to it. You're lucky I didn't break that glass water cup. Nico? 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? A breathing exercise to keep myself from reaching down and twisting your nuts off. There's no need. Yeah, there's no need for that. I already apologized multiple times. In fact, that's how we bonded. You bonded over you throwing my boyfriend against a wall? Kinky, I know. I mean, kinda. At first, it was pretty, Wait, you're what? Oh, shit. Huh? I did it! I said it! No! Huh? That's, I mean, he... In just a single second, I nearly break the worst part of Shuichi, his heart. Realization hits me like a bag of bricks and my brain shorts entirely. I told Shuichi way long ago that June had confessed to me, but me agreeing to date him is such a new development that it hadn't come up yet. This is not how I wanted it to come out. You guys are dating now? I expect him to flip. I expect him to have a million questions. I expect him to be confused. Oh. Thank God. I did not expect him to sign relief. Huh? What? Did you just sigh? Yeah. I sighed. I was trying so hard to keep all hush-hush and pretending like I didn't know what was going on. Do you have any idea how hard it for me to keep a secret? I have sweat running down my butt cheeks. My butt cheeks, Nico. Gross. I didn't need to know that. And what's this about you keeping it hush-hush? Junku told me he was going to confess to you again soon after you got out of the hospital. That he was gonna come clean about a lot of things. So I'm assuming that, since you two are dating now, that means you already had that talk. Wait, you know about that? How much do you know? Enough. Whoa. Back up here. What is he even talking about here? Does he mean about June's heart? Or about June's scars? Or what does he mean? Okay, stop looking at me like that. Like what? Like your brain is rebooting. You have this really dumb look on your face. Excuse you, this is just my face. What did June tell you? I'm assuming the same things that he told you about his medical condition, about how he'd been playing up a character to get us to like him, about how he liked you so much that he wanted to win you over, even if that meant he was stepping on my toes. Okay, wait. Huh? The first two things I get. I mean, mind blown that you know about them, but I get it. But what's that third one about? Yeah. I guess he wouldn't have told you that one, huh? Since that one, involves me. What do you mean it involves you? How do you have any involvement whatsoever in the story? Jesus Christ, my brain hurts so much right now. That he's the reason why I was so angry at him, Nico. I've had feelings for you for the longest time. My heart breaks. What? Honestly, the fact that you never caught on to it is surprising. Shocking, really. What do you mean you had feelings for me? Like, in a brotherly feelings kind of way? No, like in a madly in love with my childhood best friend kind of way. I don't follow. Yes, you do. You're not that stupid. Shuichi, June, huh? But, Shuichi, I am, you're, it's okay. You don't have to turn me down now. I'm over you. You are? Or, well, at least that's what I'd like to say. Truth be told, I think it'll be a while before I can truly move on. But when I got angry at Jun-kun, it brought a lot of the stuff I'd been bottling up to the surface. I spent years telling myself that if only you were into guys, we would surely end up together. So when you told us that you'd been confessed to and were actually considering it, and it was for a guy other than me, that shook me. I took a lot of my frustration out on Jun-kun. He didn't deserve that, but it helped. This This is kind of slightly turning into Leo a little bit. Shuichi, don't turn into Leo! I felt like he was taking you away from me. Like, I deserved you since I'd been by your side this whole time. That if you were going to be into guys, then you should be with me. It's pretty pathetic to say it out loud. And obviously not something I should ever be thinking about. Not about you or about anyone else, for that matter. But it helped. I could tell recently that you and Junkun were obviously getting closer. And while at first I was jealous, after it all got out, I felt light. It feels really stupid to say, but I felt better. Saying it out loud, confronting it, admitting to myself that you and I wouldn't be a couple no matter what. And it felt like it could be a first step. I've had feelings for you for years, but never until now did I feel like I could start to move on. Of course, none of that is an excuse for what I said to Junkun. I said some really messed up stuff to him, and I've apologized over and over again about it. That is not the kind of person I want to be. Ever. And, for his part, he started confiding in me. It was awkward at first, but we talked. About me, about him, about you, about how we both felt for you. That kind of thing. I might have given him some encouragement. It felt really weird to do at the time, but I thought it was the right thing to do. Give my permission? Actually, no, God, that sounds horrible. It's not like he needs my permission. Forget I said that. Hello. Or it's Nico. I'm spilling out my heart here. The least you can do is say something. Anything. Terrible something. Try again. I don't know, man. There's a lot of information to absorb all at once. Shuichi had... And he told Jun that. And Jun told him about... And they both bonded over... My brain hurts. I don't blame you for that. I wasn't sure if he told you about any of that, so I was doing my best to keep my mouth shut. At least until he gave me the all clear. Dumbass little twerp. The least he could do has done is let me know he had the talk with you so I could stop worrying that I was gonna say something I shouldn't every time I talk to you. I don't even know how to begin unpacking that. That Shuichi knew about Jun's condition was already surprising enough for me, but this? I don't even know how to deal with this. Why didn't you tell me? What, about my feelings? Yeah. Sure. Hey Nico, guess what? I know we're both guys, but truth be told, I'm madly in love with you and have been for years. How about we walk into the sunset together, you become my lover? I'm sure that conversation would have gone supremely well. You could have left out the part about the sunset. Not the point. Obviously, I didn't want to risk our friendship by letting you know I was in love with you, you dumbass. Especially when I had no indication that you were even interested in men. I can imagine that, yeah? It's all coming out. Ayo. I don't think I would have taken that well. Hell, I'm not taking it well now. Granted, the shock has somewhat passed. I'm mostly just speechless from the enormity of this revelation. How did I never realize this? Nico. Oh god, Nico. I don't know. Junkun did. So did Saya-chan. Even Keisuke had his suspicions. They what? I'm not exactly known for being a good liar. You know that. But, congratulations? I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to say when your friend starts dating. I'm not very good at this. For reasons that should be pretty obvious to you now. Thanks? Just to do us all a favor. Don't do that to Junkun what you did to your girlfriends. Just like from Password when Dean did something to his ex. Don't do what you did to your exes. I won't. Good, because he's been hurt enough during his life. He doesn't need more of it. That's... wow. I don't even know how to process all of this. But a small part of me is kinda happy to hear Shuichi say that. You tell me that you have feelings for me, but you're still telling me to make someone else happy? Yeah, Junkun is my friend. I want to make him happy. Oh, no way, I mean, yeah, Junkun is my friend. I want him to be happy. Besides, like I said, I'm moving on. Like an adult. Also, you mentioned that Keisuke and I are closer now. Part of that is because my yelling at... oh, never mind. Part of that is because my yelling at June was pretty public. He heard all of it, and instead of lecturing me or yelling at me for taking my frustrations out on June, he pulled me aside and tried to make sure I was okay. Saya-chan had always been my support person over the last few years. She knew about my feelings for you, and she comforted me when I was upset or struggling with it. But even she didn't immediately jump to look out for me. She stuck with Junkun to make sure that he was okay. And yeah, sure, I was one in the wrong in that situation. I deserved to be ignored while people focused on making sure I didn't hurt June and that he was doing okay. But Keisuke still focused on taking care of me first. It's not easy to have sympathy for the person that's in the wrong, but he still did. Kinda hard not to bond after that, don't you think? Yeah, that is fair. I can totally see how that would be a bonding experience. And now we fuck. Good one, K-kun. I guess you and Saya were putting out fires everywhere while I was away. I really need to thank the both of them later. After that, we just kept talking. Keisuke's a pretty good listener. It turns out. I mean, Yeah, you would have known that if you two weren't constantly bickering. He's not even gonna realize. Get ready for the dense moment. Give me a break. There was something about the guy that rubbed me the wrong way before now. Now, he rubs me in all the right places. You always said that you two were good friends despite the bickering. Okay. There was something about my friend that rubbed me the wrong way before now. How so? I don't know. I just felt a constant desire to beat him and prove him wrong whenever he opened his mouth. Yes, very romantic. It's doomed. Any potential friendship between these two is doomed. I don't feel that way anymore. Please stop glaring at me. Does it help that we both found out about being at each other's throats? Or does it help if I say that we both found it fun being at each other's throats? That depends. Is it actually true? Yeah, we both laughed a few times about how funny it was to fight and call each other names. What is wrong with you two? What factory did the two of you come from, and how did quality control let you through when you're both clearly defective? There's got to be a screw loose somewhere. I can't. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Playful banter and insults can be fun. Sure, you're only forgetting the fact that your banter until now was missing the playful part. Nah, it was plenty playful enough. KSK and I talked about it a few times these past few weeks, and we're both in agreement on it. I swear to God, I'm gonna grab both your heads and knock them together to Wait. I swear to God, I'm gonna grab both your heads and knock them together kindergarten style until you both find good sense that the good Lord gave you. I don't even know where to start. There's so much wrong with everything you've said so far. You're just jealous. What could I possibly be jealous about? That I might start spending less time with you in the future. God, get over yourself. Oof, ouch. That one hurts so much. I don't know how I'll ever be able to go on. But my heart will go on. You want me to sing for you? It's just as good as my cooking. I sigh, covering my face with both hands and rubbing the bridge of my nose, all in one single, exaggerated motion. It's enough to make Shuichi snort, covering his mouth with a hand in an attempt to stifle the sound. I guess I'll just have to learn to live with the fact that my best friend won't be around anymore. I knew there would always come a day when we would have to go our separate ways. Damn straight. He knows. This whole conversation is so ridiculous that even these silly, weird jokes make us both burst into laughter. I don't even know why we're laughing, but for some reason, Shuichi and I can't seem to stop. We both laugh until my chest starts to hurt and I'm struggling to catch my breath. It somehow feels like relief. Man, you really are an idiot. Excuse you, but out of the two of us, which one is the bigger idiot? You are about 10 centimeters taller than me. That's not what I meant by bigger, you dumbass. Well, I hope you didn't mean the other kind of bigger then. 'Cause I really don't feel like checking. No, of course not. Stop being a weirdo. Once we've both caught our breath and the laughter finally begins to die down, I look down at my knee. I don't know why, but I keep staring at it in silence for a while. Lots of things go through my mind at once, and I don't know on which of these thoughts to land. After what felt like a long time, I finally make up my mind about what to say. Things sure have been changing a lot for this past month, huh? Yeah. I appreciate you telling me, though. I hope we're still able to stay close friends. I don't know if it'll be weird or awkward for you to be around me now, considering... Nah, don't be stupid. You're not getting rid of me that easily. I mean, sure, I'll probably keep some distance, but that's only because I don't think we need to be together all the damn time to be close friends. I really am happy for you and Jun-kun, and I'll make sure to call him and congratulate him once I get home. Well, that's pretty nice of you. Would you look at that? It's almost like I'm a very nice person. You threw my boyfriend against a wall. How nice can you really be? There were extenuating circumstances. Sure. Shuichi shakes his head, flashing me a bittersweet smile before we getting up from the couch, looking down at me. Well, I probably shouldn't stick around for too long. Dad might say something if I take too long getting home, and I should probably leave you to rest and relax. Yeah. Fair. I'm glad we talked, though. It feels good to clear the air. I've held on to all of this for years. It's nice to finally not have to keep secrets anymore. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. You don't need to worry about seeing me out. I know where you guys keep the emergency key. I'll lock up when I leave and put it back in there. Oh, thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I stay in my seat, merely following Shuichi with my eyes as he walks out. The moment I hear the door closing and locking behind him, I let out a sigh, leaning back fully on the couch and letting my back slide down a little. So Shuichi had feelings for me all this time, huh? Wow. Can't believe I never saw that coming. I guess I really am a lot denser than I thought I was. Roll the credits. Oh, you. I wonder how much different things would have been if he told me about it. But then again, I don't think I'd have been able to handle it. For good or bad, it took a lot of things happening to me over the past few months to get a place where I could finally accept June's confession. Without all of those experiences, I don't know if I'd be here. I look down at my knee once again, gingerly placing a hand on it and rubbing my brace over the fabric of my pants. It stings a little, but even the pain feels a little refreshing now. I can feel it, and that alone is reason enough for me to celebrate right now. I think. Am I starting to sound like a self-help book? Because it sure feels like it. Curl, wash your face, a self-help book for Shuichi. Ooh, sometime later we get a special scene. Before doing anything else, I decide that taking some time to sit down and let my conversation with Shuichi fully sink in is in my number one priority at the moment. After a couple minutes sitting around the living room, I decide to head upstairs and quickly knock on Mom's bedroom door to let her know I was home. Just as I imagined, she had locked herself in her room, put on earbuds, and started working while no one else was home. I guess habits are a lot harder to break than they might seem. Once that was taken care of, I took a bath, taking advantage of the fact that Aki isn't home at the moment and wouldn't be around to nag me about bathing together. While it's nice to bond with my little brother once again, certain things really should remain private. Which brings me to this moment. Am I really doing this? I was thinking about whether or not I should call Jun and let him know about my conversation with Shuichi. Amusingly enough, by the time I come out of the shower, I realized my phone had been dead for the last few hours. I juice it up quickly and turn it on to see a single message from Jun.
You told Shuichi-san?
You told Shoichi-san? Oh no! Resisting the urge to laugh was probably the hardest thing I've done all day today. Screw it. He's my boyfriend. I should be able to talk to him about it. Besides, Shoichi said so himself. They talked about Jun's relationship with me a few times behind my back. How big of a deal can it really be for me to have told Shoichi that Jun and I have been official?
I can't believe you!
Apparently, a big deal. I hear the telltale sound of the call collecting, which is immediately interrupted by Jun quiet yelling at me from the other end. Hi to you too?
You could have at least given me a heads up. Do you have any idea how Jesus, that surprised me so much. You could have at least given me a heads up. Do you have any idea how surprised I was when Shoichi-san called me to ask about it?
I can kinda imagine, yeah. Although, in my defense, probably not more surprised than I was to find out that my childhood best friend was in love with me. So, shit happens. Sorry. It slipped out. Promise it wasn't on purpose.
It's fine. I was planning on telling Shoichi-san soon anyway.
You were?
Yeah. The only difference is that I plan on asking for your permission first.
You're really not going to let this go, are you?
We'll see.
Uh-oh. I can almost hear the mischievous grin on Jun's face right now. Oh boy. I might be in danger. Anyway, what about the part where he had feelings for me? Did he mention that he told me that?
Oh, yeah. He did.
And that doesn't surprise you in the slightest?
It was pretty obvious. I known he had a thing for you for a while.
And you kept trying to win me over regardless?
Well, all's fair in love and war.
You're a lot more sly than you look, aren't you?
It's not like I want to hurt Shoichi-san. I just... cared more about getting together with you.
It's okay. I get it.
You do?
Of course. You don't need to worry. I won't hold the fact that you intentionally kept doing something that you knew would hurt my best friend against you.
Now I'm scared.
Good. I have to keep you on your toes.
You're evil.
Look who's talking. At least now I know I wasn't crazy for thinking that you and Shoichi seemed a lot closer.
Yeah, I guess good things can come out of some of the weirdest situations.
I suppose. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised you weren't a bit more worried that Shoichi told me about his feelings.
Huh? Why would I be worried?
I don't know. You might have thought that he was trying to confess and then steal me from you or something. Which is not at all what happened, but he only told me because...
Psh, relax. I know Shuichi-san wouldn't do that. He's a good guy.
Wow. No hesitation whatsoever? I can't tell if he's confident or naive. And you're completely okay with this? I mean, I have to admit that I was a bit freaked out when Shoichi first told me.
I do feel a bit bad for Shuichi-san, but I think it's been good for him in some level. He seemed a lot less stressed lately. I think moving on is good for him. It's not healthy to keep holding on to something so heavy, even as it's pulling you under.
Wow. June, that was kind of wise.
Are you going to keep acting shocked every time I say something smart? Because it's been getting old.
Sorry. I guess I'm not as funny as I like to think I am.
Nope, you aren't.
Oof! Oof! At least beat around the bush a little. Don't agree with me so emphatically.
Either way, I'm glad you two were able to have that conversation. Shuichi-san sounded really relieved over the phone.
He did?
Yeah, I could tell that he was smiling.
Dang, really? I didn't know it'd gotten to him that much. Maybe he was keeping it in while he was still there? Or maybe he felt awkward in it. Or maybe he felt awkward saying it in front of me?
But for the sake of my own sanity, please ask me before you tell anyone else. I'm not at all against letting our friends know. I don't try to keep my sexuality a secret to begin with. But it's bad for my heart to have someone else bring it up without warning.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I hadn't considered that.
Anyway, I'd love to keep chatting, but I really need to finish up some homework before I turn in for the night.
Homework, huh? Look at you being all responsible.
I don't want to keep having to be tutored all the time. It feels bad to keep needing other people to help me.
Aww, but I kinda like tutoring you. But if June is trying to be more independent, I'll suck it up and keep that thought to myself. I'll give him whatever support I can since this seems to be important to him. I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Think of me when you go to sleep.
Okay. Okay. You too. I cut the call after we both say our farewells, holding the phone to my ear for a couple more seconds while I let June's last words process in my mind for a little bit.
Think of me when you go to sleep.
Huh. I guess I just might. We're thinking of him in our sleep. Nah, this is the save point. So close. Oh, I forgot to... Did I? I just banged the mic. I think I forgot to save here. Whatever. I was going to save in the morning, but... Screw it. I'm saving twice. Because I'm evil. Oh, wait. I guess I just might. Now I have to resave twice again. There we go. Hey guys, you've reached the current end of this June build. I hope you've enjoyed what you managed to play so far. As you guys may or may not already know, all development in Tennis Ace is possible thanks to all my amazing patrons and other supporters who make it possible for me to dedicate this time and work on the game as well as commission the art for it. If you haven't already, and if you're able, maybe you should consider help to support us too. Just click here, and you'll be taken right to my Patreon page. Once again, thank you all, and we'll see each other with the next demo. Mic drop. I'm not going to mic drop it. I will break this table. But yeah, with 2 hours, 34 minutes, and 40-ish seconds, maybe 30. That's it. That is the end of the Tennis Ace demo and update 55. So yeah, what'd you guys think? What'd you folks think? I am typing with one hand right now. I am very skilled. Yeah, that was a good night. Go check to see if anything had made that noise. No, Doug is like just tired. I gotta bring her inside after this. Normally around this time I take her out, or well, I'm supposed to take her out around this time, and so by letting her out back and just kind of do her thing, but yeah, she's just snoozing and cruising. Somebody said puppy earlier, and she's not much of a puppy at this point. She's in her double digits. And being a bigger dog, that's kind of rougher ages. Then again, for all dogs, the double digits can be rougher. My dog's like 13-ish. Like, yeah, a little over 13, and yeah, he's really feeling it. Yeah, very wholesome update. Really happy about it. It hurts to see whatever a character is saddened by not being dated, but I'm really happy for June and Nico together. Nico or Yuichi, whatever I want to say, because, yeah, insert your own name here. Man. It's interesting how well a tiger and a husky can get along. Reminds me of another couple. Kid. But, yeah, so I should probably do my patron thing. I have not done this in a while. It's been a while since I've thanked my patrons. I want to start doing this again. Doing the patron stuff is really helping me work on my own visual novel, Ocean Avenue. Like, that's part of my own creative hobby of... Yeah, it's like my main focus is to do Ocean Avenue, and then when I have the chance to, I can do these streams. Right at this particular moment, since my latest update is just under revisions and is done with the developing the writing, I am focusing on streaming at this moment, so normally I'm not putting streaming on the front end of things, but yeah, I try and stream when I can, and yeah, try and update my VN when I can, which will come soon. Just putting the polishing touches on it. And as usual, I guess, I want to thank my Patreon supporters. So, that is the wrong window. Y'all disappeared. No, that is also the wrong window. Where's the thing? Is preparing stream stuck to it? Where the heck is it? Where the heck? Oh, preparing. Preparing text. I should say preparing stream. There we go. Anyway, folks, these are my patrons. You can be a dork by being a patron of mine, a $3 tier or higher. And I always appreciate it. You get early access to my visual novel and any exclusive NSFW videos. So, I want to thank my fellow dorks, North Grizz, aka Blythe Lewid, Type A Roth, Magrim Wolfram, Andrew Buenaventura, Ryan Atkins, Spatan 98, Dink Dark, Nai Wang, Dennis Arellano Gonzalez, Kuma, Moritaka, A.L. Bryant, and Everos. It's great to have y'all back here and just, being here. I am struggling with names. Help. Oh no, I was struggling 2 seconds before that with the screen. I'm struggling in general. Yeah. But yeah, that is our latest updates for Tennis Ace. Tennis Ace is now complete. Until the next week or two when Basket updates it again. Also, it should be the June route again this time around, according to him. But we'll find out more. The only thing I need to catch up on now is Password. I know there's other novels that are kind of in the works right now for being updated, but yeah, the ones I'm currently active on are all up to date besides my Password Day 21. Yes, sir. June route. Yes, indeed. Alright, so I'm gonna end things there today. Kinda tired. Also need to take care of the doggo and the houseo. Why'd I say houseo? Silly me. But yes, gonna be doing my due diligence. Anyway, that is all for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.